May is supposed to be hot summer, almost summer, like spring, but no, it's rarely cold and rainy. Today it is. Now in front of you can see Mount of Olives. What we can see from here, the Jewish cemetery, because the Jews believe that they will be the first one who will resurrect when the Messiah will come, but the Messiah is not Jesus. For the Jews, and don't try please to convert the Jews, just like I'm not sure that Muslims can convert Christians into Islam. Let people believe it the way that they believe. Down the valley, it's the tomb of Mary, according to the Orthodox churches, and Garden of Gethsemane, that's where Jesus was betrayed by Judas. Above it, it's the Russian church of Mary Magdalene, and there you can see a small, let me try to show you, the top of a tower. That is the Ascension place, very close to there. That's where Jesus ascended into heaven and promised us to come back from the same place. Here you can see the Kidron Valley, Yehoshafat Valley, and if you look at the other side, you can see the walls of the city. It's the eastern wall of the city and part of the eastern wall of the temple that King Herod built. And you can see a little bit where it was. The top of the Golden Dome, the site of the Jewish temple. And if you're a Christian, then Jesus was there 3 times a year, and the Holy Week is all about that. The Golden Gate, that is the gate that the high priest, the time of the temple, used to go out once or twice a year at Yom Kippur, and Jesus will ascend. Will enter to the city through that gate. Now it's closed and belongs to the Muslims. And you see St. Stephen Church. Oh, it's freezing. St. Stephen Church belongs to the Greek Orthodox. What I'm planning to do in this cold day, and I didn't realize it's going to be cold, is to walk through the wall to the garden tomb. Today, I'm actually blessing the Holy Bible. Oh, what it is doing! Just destroyed the road, and we are blessing the Holy Bible of the New and the Old version, the Lord's Prayer here. The other side, you can see the cross and a little bit of earth from Jerusalem. I'm dedicating it to Leslie and Micky Carbery that bought it. And I'm walking with it, together with them, from the Lion's Gate, next to the wall. Some of the places will be a little bit not clean, until we will reach the garden tomb. They asked me to pray, to bless the Bible at the garden tomb, and I will do that. But before that, we will climb up. We will actually prepare another video for them. Then Leslie, I don't know if your husband knows that you're blessing it, and happy anniversary. It's slippery because it's rain here. It's not so cold now, but it's still rainy. Then we're climbing up to the Lion's Gate. There are 8 gates around the city. We're talking about the wall that was built by Suleiman the Magnificent, Ottoman Sultan at the 16th century, but it was built on top of so many walls. Then that's the story of Jerusalem. City on top of a city, on top of a city, on top of a city. It's the end of Ramadan and the end of Eid al-Fitr. It's the end of the Independence Day of Israel that celebrates 74 years. And it's Friday. Then soon that place will be full with Muslim disciples will enter to pray at Haram al-Sharif, Al-Aqsa Mosque. I'm hiding from the rain, but I love that weather. I prefer that weather than 40 degrees. You can see the entrance, one of the entrances. Actually, I think the only open entrance at the east part of the city. It will take you to the Via Dolorosa and the Temple Mount. And Bethesda, the pulse of Bethesda as well, which is so close to here. If you want to watch those videos, no problem. You can use my YouTube site. I have more than, almost 20k videos. Look how beautiful it is, and you can understand why it's called the Lion Gate. Today we're gonna walk through the outside side of the walls. Remember, the walls are mainly from 16th century, but not only. They're older places here. You can see all the stones there. To our right and to our left, and mainly to the right of us, you will find a Muslim cemetery. I feel like it's January. Olive tree in front of us. Those are the flowers of the olive, and the minute the flower will fall, here you can see the future olive fruit. Remember that I said that it will be not the most beautiful part of the city. Then here it is in front of you. A little bit dirty here. All the stones are there. Sadly, I cannot go in to show it to you. Some of it are from the time of King Herod. Today, the other side, it's a beautiful Ramparts walk. You can do that, but look at the garbage. That's the entrance to the cemetery. You can see the Jordanian flag there. Why Jordan? The old city of Jerusalem was supposed to be owned by United Nations, not by Israel and not by Palestinians. But anyhow, at 1948 it was occupied by, oh look at that. You see the entrance there? Wish I can go into it, but those are Herodian stones. Then 1948 the Jordanians occupied the whole city of Jerusalem, and until 1967 that was part of Jordan. At 1967 they tried to destroy Israel again, but this time we took back Jerusalem, and now the Jordanians are in the way taking care of the Temple Mount. Boker Nifla. I'm happy that I decided to do that, although it's a little bit slippery and rainy, mainly because it's not hot. In July, I'm not sure that I will be able to do that. It will be so sticky, so humid. Look how beautiful the olive tree is. Don't want even to take a picture of the wall. Someone is not respecting it. Leslie, I'm not sure that Micky, your husband, knows about it, but here it is, a surprise. I'm sure that you didn't know that you're gonna have that video. That's for sure. Then the best way to do is to watch it, and then by yourself. And then to sit it together with your husband, kind of a anniversary party, private one, and watch it together on the big screen. Nice, isn't it? If you want me to do that for you, and there are so many crosses that I can bless in so many places in the city, just go to the description of my videos, especially that one, and it's just beneath the video. And look of the link of Buy Me a Coffee and PayPal. And if you won't find it, because the information is there, if you won't find it, no problem. Just write me a message via YouTube and you will get it. Even if you write my name on Google, you will see one of the links will be of PayPal on the end of Buy Me a Coffee. This is the end of the eastern wall. You saw from the beginning of the story of the video, you saw another part of it. But we will turn left. We will say goodbye to Mount of Olives. Goodbye, Mount of Olives. And we will turn left to the northern part of the wall. We're now in East Jerusalem / the Palestinian side, Arabic side, the Israeli side, choose whatever you want. And you can see the wall of the city in front of you. This is the northern wall. It's the wall that's ahead. You can see that part of the wall was built on the bedrock. And from that side, and I'm going to cross it as soon to the other side that you will see more of the wall, the Crusaders conquered Jerusalem, because from here, this is the wicked part, the one that is easier to conquer. Now let me cross the road. It's not so legal, but it's still very early on Friday morning. Here it is. On the way you will see two more gates, and you will see the Golgotha of the Garden Tomb. In Jerusalem we have two tombs that two tombs of Jesus, two resurrection places, two Golgothas. The first one is the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, so everybody can hear me. The first one is the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, which most of the Christians accept it as the place that Jesus was crucified, died, buried, and resurrected. But some of the Protestant, and especially the Church of England, accept the idea that there is another option. They will never say, this is the place. They will say, according to the book of John, it looks like it, and guess what? According to the book of John, it looks like it. And I'm going to bless that Bible there as well, that you're going to have another video. I do have a wonderful story that I took lately at on the wall, the Ramparts walk. It's beautiful, and I remember that Hans from Netherlands asked me to bless the Ukraine and even the Russian, to bless everyone and to pray that the war will be stopped. Sadly, it's still going on, and sadly we're not talking a lot about it anymore. It's like we took it as a fact. Still people are dying. Then let's pray that the war between the Russian and the Ukraine will stop. The war between the Israelis and Palestinians will stop. The war between everyone will stop. You can see the towers that Solomon built. Not only the walls. I'm in the Sultan Suleiman Street. Beautiful, isn't it? I'm freezing. It's so cold. Didn't bring my coat. I came from Tel Aviv early morning, and it was warm and without rain. And here it's cold and a little bit rainy. I knew that it would happen, but I trusted myself. I said, all right, it won't. Usually when I bring an umbrella, it's never rain. Guess what? I didn't bring an umbrella. Next to you, you can see another gate. It's called the Flower Gate or King Herod Gate. It's a very important gate. It leads to the Temple Mount or the Via Dolorosa. It's beautiful because it's not touristic. I do have a video of it on YouTube and my channel. Then don't forget to subscribe my channel and push the button to ring the bell. Then you will get my latest videos and my future videos. It's called in Arabic Bab Sitna-Mariam. And that's the name of the neighborhood. Outside the wall, and we are not so far from Damascus Gate and the garden too. Then stay with me, please. That's the Flower Gate. You can understand that the Bible is always priceless, but the Bible is covered with olive wood, and after I will bless it. Actually, already now, it's really priceless. If you want to have, you cannot reach Israel, Palestine in the next future, I can bless it for you. It's like a private tour with a Bible or a cross that you can choose, and there's so many options of videos. I started it because as a tour guide I had no work for the last 2 years. The border of Israel was closed. I couldn't go out, you couldn't go in. Look how beautiful it is. It's a medical service place, medical center. Look how beautiful is the building. can see that even here the wall was built by Suleiman on top of the bedrock. Then you will understand, another thing that you can understand, that it will take you 22 minutes to walk from the Lions Gate to Damascus Gate. 23, because I'm walking slowly. Look how beautiful it is. It sells here Jerusalem bagel, and if you are in the city, don't ever say no to the bagel. Look how beautiful it is. It's so strange to see the city streets are so empty. I think it's empty because it's too early to go to pray. It's the end of Eid al-Fitr and it's cold. Now the bedrock that you see there is part of the Golgotha of the garden tomb. And you know, when I'm taking a video of it, people are so annoyed by that. They said, Zahi, how can it be that the Palestinians built themselves a noisy, polluted a bus station next to the holiest place for us? Well, let me tell you something. The idea of crucifixion was outside the wall for sure, and the tombs was outside the wall. Then first of all, you can see the wall, and we are outside. Secondly, the idea of crucifixion is not only to punish the one who was against the regime, and this is the reason they did it, because if it was just a small robber, they could kill him with a saw. And secondly, the idea is to do that in front of hundreds of thousands of people that will know what not to do. Then in that case, central bus station is a place that people or maybe remains the idea that people were here. Lots of people. It's a center area. Then it actually makes here it is, makes the story even more reliable. I'm going to be soon there at the balcony that they just opened to show you the garden tomb. That could be in my next video, but first let's go to see Damascus Gate, and then I will take you until the entrance of the garden. Oops, let's wait, it's a little bit dangerous here. On the way to Damascus Gate, you can see here King Solomon Quarry, and another word for that, it's Zahi Cave. It's closed from COVID time. They didn't open it yet. It's a beautiful quarry, and we believe that maybe King Solomon did it too, but mostly King Herod used the quarry here to build the city. The quarry is huge, and some people believe that Zedekiah, when he ran away from the city, he ran away through there. It's beautiful here. And although it's closed, if you go to my YouTube channel, you can actually see it. Then what we did, let me show it to you. We started from the Lions Gate. We saw Mount of Olives, Garden of Gethsemane, and we went through the wall to, I forgot to show you the museum, but if you go to the corner of the eastern and the northern wall, you could see a beautiful building that the British built. It's a Rockefeller Museum, part of the Israeli Museum, worth visiting. We saw the Herod's Gate, the Flower Gates, and we saw the Zedekiah Gate, and now we will go to see Damascus Gate, and later on we will visit the Garden Tomb. Damascus Gate is the most beautiful gate, and for so many years the most well-known gate, the most visited gate. Today Jaffa Gate is a little bit more attractive, it's easier to reach. Now, another thing that you can see from here, it's the two domes of the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, which is the second place that marks the crucifixion of Jesus. And remember the Garden Tomb? It's just behind that building. Then it's not so far away from each other. And please, I know that some of you believes in that, some of you believes in that, except that people believes in different things. The idea, as that one of the guides there at the Garden Tomb told me, tell your group, tell your subscriber to pray here and pray there. I can relate to it. You must visit the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. You must visit the Garden Tomb. It's better to do that. And then you can actually choose whatever your heart tells you. Then, look how beautiful is Damascus Gate for the Christians of us. The way from St. Paul left the city to Damascus from here. And it's called Damascus Gate because it reached Damascus, which is there, not so far away, I must say. This gate is from the 16th century, but down there you can see remain, how can I see it, of an arch from 2nd century, from Adrian time. Remember, it's city on top of a city on top of a city. And now when we know it, let's cross the city. Let's cross the road through the Garden Tomb. Leslie? Surprise, isn't it? Remember the Jerusalem bagel? It's after Ramadan time that now everyone can eat. You can hear the Arabic radio and Arabic music. So we will end that video. It took us 28 minutes, 30 minutes until we will reach. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. And again, if you want to support my channel, you can do that. I really love to do it for you. I'm guiding from time to time, but not a lot. Then that helps me a lot. If you want to support me by PayPal, you can. It really helped me. And then I just want you to see the sign of the Garden Tomb, and you will know how to reach it by yourself. Nablus Road, that's the road that we are using. Damascus Road. You see Damascus Gate right there. We are heading, not easy, to the Garden Tomb. Supposed to be open, the Garden Tomb for right now, for May 2020, is open only from Tuesday till Saturday. Sunday and Monday it's closed. It used to be open till 12. Now it's between 9 to 12 and from 2 to 5. But check it at their site, please. Freezing, The garden is surrounded with walls. I hope that it's going to be a little bit more warmer. It's such an amazing place. My daughter, when she was younger, she's now only 17, used to go there with me a lot, and she used to play with angels. And guess what? I believe that she saw angels there. Then you can see the sign of the garden tomb in front of you in Hebrew, English, and of course Arabic. And then you will turn right at Conrad Schick Street. And the entrance is right there. Then see you in my next video. Bye bye.